Hi there, my name is Lindsay Ellen and welcome to another episode of Dreamwood Connections. Let me start by asking you how you are, how you're doing, how you're feeling. This week has been fairly busy for me, as some of you will know from my previous video and also my posts on X. I have finished the two wedding peg dolls, so the bride and groom. I put them in a glass dome which I decorated, and I also found the idea of including a small area where they can put their wedding rings. So I thought that was, as well as it being a decoration, I thought that was going to be quite useful for them. So I thought that was a cool idea. Also, I made an emergency peg doll. So this one is a gift for a member of my family whose birthday is coming up very soon. So I'm not going to show that in this video. Most of my family don't know that I'm creating these videos for YouTube, but there's always the risk that they'll find out between now and the birthday, which would be a shame because then if I do show you, they will see it. So I'll keep that as a secret for now. Being as I can't show you what I made in the way of a peg doll birthday gift this week, I thought I would show you something I made a few years ago, and in the comments down below, see who's the fastest to tell us who this is. I'm not going to say anything. Who is it? Next week's question is your question. So this is how it goes. You are going to leave me a comment down below if you want to participate, obviously. Leave me a comment down below with your question. It can be anything, but ideally it's based on wellness, mental health. I'll put your questions onto paper and I'll put those papers in a hat, and I will pull them out in front of you in, for example, a short that I make in a couple of days' time. So let's go and get cozy and read your replies from my last question. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I will begin. My last question was, where do you go to bring you peace and tranquility when things aren't right? First of all, we have @Sazzy/M87 from X. To answer your question, the place I feel most at peace is, without a doubt, the beach. The sound of the waves crashing and the sand between my toes just makes my heart happy and my mind calm. We also have @NicoPoons, so that's Mark, @X. I head outside somewhere quiet. Anywhere walking with my dog Bonzo. Once a year I head up to the Yorkshire Moors for a total reset. I find that when I'm outside in the fresh air and among nature, none of life's little stresses even enter my mind. It's so freeing mentally. @CallumSustins8785 from X and YouTube. To make me feel better, I love going to the cinema as it helps me focus. Which brings me to the question, what was the last thing that you saw at the cinema? Okay, Forests of Solace, Foss, at X and YouTube. My first point of call is my meditation. I will put some forest music on, maybe a stream, and let it take me to a place of zen. My second point of call is straight into the forest, where I walk and find a nice spot and then meditate for however long it takes to calm my mind. This is an anonymous answer. Landudno, up the mountain. I go near the summit and sit safely there where I look out into the abyss. I wrap up warm and have stayed there for many hours. This was my nan's favourite place. @OlivierDZ4606 from X and YouTube. It's my balcony, watching the cruise ships and the river. Water would seem to be a very soothing place for a lot of people. Here is another anonymous reply. I like to go to the Cotswolds. I go to one of the lakes and I just sit here because this is where my family was at its best and everything was calm and peaceful. Once again, these are beautiful replies and I thank you for taking part. Again, like I said in my last video, I just feel honoured and privileged that you are sharing these snippets of information with us that have a lot of deep meaning for you and can also be valuable for everybody. I'm feeling a bit emotional this time for some reason. Thank you.